The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got the whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
Auction 3. There are 7 categories. You have 21 auctions.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Audible.
To throw is Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Fields going to keep it once more. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside.
Go pop-up menu. You have entering slot 2. SLCB selected. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. SUBLB selected. Slot 2. Slot. 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 Entering friend. Entering play call. Threatened. Play. Auction. Throw. Air. Hooks length. Power.
On the ready.
R1 button.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cross button. Circle button. R1 button.
Lance to throw on second down here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now play fake. Lance steps away. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach? The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Square button. R1 button.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
George Kittle, 39 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Play call. Normal. Cover 2. Formation. Option is cover 1L3. Cover 3. Cover 1. $4. 4. Option 3. Cover 2 drop.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Cross button.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
R1 button.
Play action, now
Triangle
it's Lance.
Button. Circle button. Triangle button.
And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
Choose a new player. You have a choose a player to read. Choose a new player. Zone alert. Zone alert bubble.
offense on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And free, Cub Barrier 7 category. Michael Blitz free.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1.
And pistol. Punch. AHB dive. AHB dive. Square button. Circle button.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Triangle button.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Cross button. Triangle button. Cross. R1 button. Circle button. R1 button. Cross button.
Lance looking to throw it.
Triangle
Lines
button.
up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half.
Options. Kickoff left is selected.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Barrier 7, cover 3 scheme.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score down.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, there are 7 categories. You have 21 options. Overload free scheme selected.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now they're room to roam.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Square button.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Entering play call, close. There are 5 categories. You have 15 options. Party league is selected.
Ready, set. Ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, Lance rolling to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Triangle button. Square button. Flat. Square button. Cross, flat, circle button, square button.
Throwing his lance on third down. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Lance on the keeper. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Lance, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Robbie Gold kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
On the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cover 3 sky. Cover 3 sky.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Categories. You have 21
They'd love to just strike back with a
options.
touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Yes.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Throw, run, blitz, run inside, run outside. Defend geek, contain, defend geek pass.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
3. There are 7 categories.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. And into the end
end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
There are 9 categories.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Formation. There are 7 categories. You have 13 options. 46 is selected. Triple. There are 7 categories.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in the Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown.
There are 9 categories. You have 15 options.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Option, cover 1L, cover 3 scheme.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Yes.
There's Mooney with another catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this was just really well done on 3rd down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play. And
the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Options 3, cut. There are 7 categories. You have
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Entering play call. Cover 3 bus.
2nd down at 5.
Pass.
Draw play, ETN. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Entering play
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 39, Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
Categories. You have 13 options. Gold Blitz 1 is selected.
Now it's Fields. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Cover 3 bus.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Yes.
From the 39, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
LB Blitz 1. Nickel 2 trap. 3. Tripping up.
Again, Fields. Again, he finds more. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Play action. It's Fields. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Give cushion.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Yes.
Once more, Etienne. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Middle 3rd.
They'll try to run with Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Out Jacks. Gunplan. Mikkel. Cover 1 Robert Press. Give cushion.
They snap it to Fields. They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 9ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that